The Roman Empire, once super strong, fell apart in the 400s. This collapse was not sudden but a gradual decline over centuries, marked by internal strife, economic troubles, and relentless invasions by various barbarian tribes. The once mighty empire, which had ruled vast territories across Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East, was now a shadow of its former self. New groups popped up, and one of the most important were the Franks. These tribes began to carve out their own territories from the remnants of the Roman Empire, each seeking to establish their dominance in a rapidly changing world. These Germanic people came from what is now France and Germany. They were known for their fierce independence and warrior culture, traits that would serve them well in the turbulent times ahead. At first, they weren't one big group, just lots of different tribes. Each tribe had its own leaders, customs, and territories, often clashing with one another as much as with their external enemies. It was a messy time, but the Franks were tough and didn't give up easily. They fought numerous battles, not just for survival but for expansion, gradually uniting under stronger leaders who could command loyalty and respect. When Rome fell, nobody was in charge. The power vacuum left by the collapse of Roman authority created an opportunity for ambitious leaders to rise and fill the void. The Franks saw their chance to take land and get powerful. They began to expand their territories aggressively, seizing lands from other tribes and establishing their dominance in the region. They were great warriors, good at fighting and led by strong chiefs. These leaders were not just military commanders, but also political strategists who knew how to consolidate power and build alliances. One of these chiefs, Clovis, would change everything for the Franks. His leadership and vision would lay the foundation for what would become one of the most powerful kingdoms in medieval Europe, setting the stage for the rise of the Frankish Empire. Clovis was a smart and ambitious leader. He became important in the late 400s. He got all the Frankish tribes to follow him, which was a huge deal. This made the Franks much more powerful. Clovis knew that religion was important, so he became a Christian, the same religion as the people he ruled. This was a really smart move. The church helped him and the Franks became close with the Pope. This friendship was super important for Europe for hundreds of years. After Clovis died in 511, his sons kept growing the Frankish kingdom. They continued his legacy by expanding their territory through a series of military campaigns and strategic marriages. This period saw the Frankish kingdom becoming one of the most powerful entities in Western Europe. It got really big, covering a lot of modern France, Germany, and the Benelux. The Frankish kingdom's expansion was not just about land, it was also about consolidating power and influence over various tribes and regions. Clovis's family, the Merovingians, ruled for more than 200 years. They were known for their distinctive long hair, which was a symbol of their royal status. Despite their long reign, internal conflicts and weak leadership began to erode their power, but slowly, they lost power. The Merovingian kings became figureheads, with real authority slipping away from them. This decline was marked by political strife and the rise of powerful nobles who challenged the king's authority. By the 700s, the real power was with the mayors of the palace. These officials were originally appointed to manage the household and affairs of the king, but over time they became the de facto rulers of the kingdom. These guys were supposed to just take care of the king, but they ended up running everything. They controlled the military, the administration, and the finances, effectively sidelining the Merovingian kings. One mayor, Pepin the Short, decided he wanted to be king himself. He sought the support of the Pope, who had his own reasons for wanting a strong ally in the Frankish kingdom. He got rid of the Merovingians and started a new royal family, the Carolingians. This marked the beginning of a new era, with Pepin's son Charlemagne, eventually becoming one of the most famous and influential rulers in European history. Pepin's son Charles became known as Charlemagne. He was a really important leader with big ideas. He got the kingdom from his dad and made it even bigger by fighting and winning lots of battles. Charlemagne was super powerful. He took over new lands, from Spain to Saxony, and made Europe more peaceful. In the year 800, something huge happened. The Pope made Charlemagne the new Roman emperor. This was a big deal because it brought back the idea of one big empire in the West. Charlemagne became known as the father of Europe. The Franks did a lot of important things that changed Europe forever. They were a powerful and influential group that played a crucial role in shaping the continent's future. Their impact can still be felt today in many aspects of European life. They started what would become France and Germany, two countries that changed history. The formation of these nations laid the groundwork for the modern political landscape of Europe. Their influence extended far beyond their borders, affecting neighboring regions and cultures. Charlemagne started the Carolingian Renaissance, a time when people got interested in old books and ideas again. This period saw a revival of learning and culture, with scholars rediscovering ancient texts and preserving knowledge that might have otherwise been lost. This was important for the later Renaissance. The Carolingian Renaissance laid the intellectual foundations for the more famous Renaissance that would come centuries later, influencing art, science, and philosophy. In 843, the Carolingian Empire was split up between Charlemagne's grandsons. This division marked a significant turning point in European history, leading to the formation of distinct political entities. This is called the Treaty of Verdun. The treaty was a pivotal moment, as it set the stage for the development of modern European nations and the political boundaries we recognize today. This was a big deal because it eventually led to France and Germany becoming separate countries. The separation allowed each nation to develop its own unique identity, culture, and political systems. The Franks changed Europe's government, culture, and religion. Their influence can be seen in the legal systems, cultural practices, and religious institutions that emerged during and after their reign. Their story reminds us how important ambition, faith, and hard work can be. The legacy of the Franks is a testament to the enduring power of these values in shaping the course of history. Like and subscribe to MGOTV Media